Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire allotment adventures from a very snowy, very windy Yorkshire allotment. As you can see, I have a casualty yet again, and the funny thing is, this has survived everything and it's been resurrected from last year, where last year, of course, the same thing happened, but then again it's only put together with bamboo sticks and a metal frame that is really old, from a very old marquee that we used to have. However, when the snow disappears, we're about to get it up. I can see actually that all the plants underneath have survived because of the bamboos created little archways. So the sprouts actually are protected under there, and that's a really good thing that the sprouts are protected. But then again, they like the weather. They like this sort of thing. I've got leeks as well. They're enjoying themselves out here in the freezing cold, and it really is freezing cold today. I've had to re-tie down my lovely growing frame here because the wind is so strong. I've actually closed the door because obviously that created a draft through. We can't have that. It's tied to the floor, it's in the ground, it's going nowhere fast, which is a very good thing. The funny thing is though, look, the plants are still growing. And these are foxgloves, and they're going to go inside the greenhouse actually in a minute. Let's see, because this water here in front of me is absolutely frozen. Well, I'm going inside the greenhouse now because the wind's getting up. I'll see you inside. Hello and welcome inside the greenhouse, and it really is blowing a gale. In fact, here's a picture, a little video of the flag that's outside, and sometimes it's really ripping through the flag, which is fine. We get this type of weather. Now I'm inside the greenhouse, and I brought the little flowers in. They'll keep nice and warm in here, and it is now about creating a really nice warm space for all the things we can plant over the winter season to get them ahead of time. In here, which is an old little growing frame I used to have outside to cover plants just before they get started, all it is, it's an old frame to put the old washing on inside the house. It collapsed, so I've reutilised it and covered it in bubble wrap. And under here, I've got my lovely cauliflowers, and they're coming along really nicely. Now, what I can do in a few weeks' time is put those into a bigger pot, even deeper, so the roots get really strong, and they like that. Now, that's inside there, on top of course, our heat mat, and I keep changing between the light and the heat. It helps. And also I've got this, and this is a tubular heater. It's about 60 watts a foot, so that's about, it's about 5 foot that. So in fact, yes, it is about 5 foot, so 6.5 is about 300 watts. It really helps just take the edge off during winter. It's not on now, it won't be on for another couple of weeks, although having said that, the snow's here. So, what can you do outside in your own gardens, allotments, growing area? Of course, it's time to protect the plants that are out there. So if you've got any plants that are growing now outside, then you can earth them up as well. Get them right up so it protects the roots, and also it keeps them warm. If you've got any old leaves knocking around, because we've just had lots of leaves, especially with all this weather, it's brought them off the trees. Again, put them around the base of any plants that are growing. I'm going to do my sprouts once I rebuild my growing frame in the next few days. And just put lots of leaves around the bottom. It'll just create a lovely warm feeling for the plants, and also makes it easier to dig any plants up that you want to take out, like your parsnips, if you've got them in there. And some people have left carrots in this long. My leeks are doing really well, as I said. They love it in this cold weather. It's time now also to start thinking about, into December, putting manure on the plants that you're going to grow, or the area that your plants are going to go into, should I say. And there's two types of manure you can use on your allotment. There's horse manure, and there's also cow manure. Horse manure mainly recommended for the heavier soil. So if you've got a heavy soil, then use your horse manure. You don't have to use very much at all. It's about £1 a square foot, £1 of horse manure per square foot. And make sure it's the well rotten stuff. They really enjoy the ground, loves it. It soaks it up. The worms will get it over Christmas and into the winter, into January, and they can start digging it in. And the cow manure the same way. Now, if you've got lots of snow and you've got beautiful lawned areas, whatever you do, try not to walk on the snow, on the grass, because what it does is, it obviously leaves your footprints in the snow, but if it's on grass, eventually when the snow melts, you'll have brown patches where you've walked because you've flattened everything off more than the snow does, and all it does, it kills off your grass at this time of year. So keep off the grass even when it snows. I know it looks lovely, but you'll notice you'll get brown patches throughout your lawns. So it is time to start planting things. get everything warmed up, clean things up. I'm going to reline my greenhouse here. I'm actually going to put a plastic top above my head so it becomes a mini greenhouse inside the greenhouse, so we get it nice and warm for the next few weeks. Well, once again, thank you for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire allotment adventures, and I hope you've got your stuff tied down. I'm going to wait a few days now before I go and resurrect my growing frame outside, but plans are afoot for the new season next year. Once again, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you soon here on hopefully a warmer, less windy Yorkshire allotment. Ta-ra for now. Oh, just in time, did you hear that?